and you say Paris City, and you say New York City. Jazz Liberators with the live motivator. Check it out, y'all. Yeah. From the five to the mind to the hand to the pen, to transcribe the plan, to stick to fly paper but never quite land at my last destination. From bus, train, or plane to radio station, I occupy minds, that's my occupation. My childhood to baptism, indoctrination, all the way through to my higher education. Reward for my patience, I'm loving my calling my loved ones from extra long distance across many seas. I wish y'all would hear the things that we'd see, the witness I bear, as light as hot air. But since you're not here, I lay your foundation that brings me back with you. Reward for your patience. You could say I'm working on a vacation. You could say, and you say New York City. You could say, matter of fact, you could say I'm working on a vacation. You could say, right now, it be true, right here. You should say, you could say I'm working on your vacation. As time flies by, the calendar changes, months, days, and years, add-ons, rearrangements. There's so much divine, but ain't nothing sacred. We can't turn the clock back, so why try and fake it? I grow with the movement, but still I stand and retrace the steps we called walk and ran. I look forward to a vintage, spit over jazz riffs to choose ancient strings over synthage. The mood the beat brings, plug at your heartstrings. So for now I choose words that won't harm ya, disarm ya, to slide off the armor. Let your mind ponder on things that calm ya, then let it wander, way past beyond the stress that your life brings, things that frustrate ya. Getting all worked up, battling and debating. Shut up and take a vacation. You could say, you should say, you could say, might say, you could say, as they say. You could say, and you say Paris City. Once you could say I'm working on your vacation. You could say from Harlem, J Live, it be true, Jazz Liberators. You could say out of Paris. You could say I'm working on a vacation. Back to the grind, nose to the grindstone, back to the wall, ear to the ground, feet to the pedal, to pedal these tracks. So this time I choose one to help me relax. From these lips to God's ears, and then he grows. From the boy to a man, and then he goes to transcribe his own plan. It might be flows like father, like son. Whatever he does, long as something gets done. It's civilized, righteous, and shines like one. From star to star, it's just space and time, and his actions won't be replacing mine. You see, wisdom is personal, like every verse from the curse to the jewel. Whether it's rehearsed or I'm just breaking fool, and the mic is a tool to break and rewrite the rules. From my first day to my last night, and when my lights out and my work is through, you can rest assured that I'll be rest assured that the best of my works have worked and laid the foundation. Now that's a vacation. You could say, and you say New York City. You could say, you should say, a matter of fact, you could say I'm working on a vacation. You could say, right now, it be true, right here. You should say, you could say I'm working on your vacation.